still I'm putting on this uniform, sacrificing my life on the line if I should get sent overseas. And my pitney fear face this just because I'm black. You know what I mean? And my heart was so broken when me tell her, if I could have cried, I would have cried, but out of anger. Because where them look up in here if you know, oh, I don't like him. Yeah, what's good, people? What's good? Just have one little thing I want to talk about quickly. What happened. And, you know, it sucks as a parent to ever feel this type of way or experience this with a child. You know what I mean? So I took my son to the park. You know, only black people there. First of all, as soon as we walk in, the looks we got, you know, like them grimacing look of people look on you like you're dirty or anything, you know, where they only black people at the park. No mind that, you see me? And you know, Cam go play, etc. And there's a little girl, she wanted to play with him. You know, my son kind and everything, and he was gonna play with her. You know, we have him football and me and him that play. And as soon as he give the little girl the football, she turn around and run off with it to play with her brother. So my son now feel away. So him go and sit. And I go to him and say, baby, it's okay. And I guess the little girl father see what go on and she make him kick it back to MJ. However, that done and said, they were running up to climb up on a step to go down a slide. You know, MJ didn't really have nobody to play with. So I'm run behind him, and I'm watching him walking behind him, and the little girl and her brother climb up first, and then MJ climb up, right? As MJ climbing up the step, the little girl said, I don't like him. You know, and screw up her face and cringe up like this. But so me look upon her again. This is a little pitney. She look like she about 6 and her brother about 8. Me not gonna say nothing because it's a little child, right? So she said, I don't like him. And then her brother looked at me and then looked at her and said, black kids are fun. Right? This little boy looked upon his sister and said, black kids are fun and we're no different. And he looked at me and said, right? And I said to him, you're correct. You guys are the same. You know? Her father stand up to the side. He never said nothing. That happened. And I took my child down. I said, MJ, come. You know what? Let's go. Right? I took him down. I took him home. He never wanted to leave the park. But as a parent, when you see stuff like that, the only black person in the park, right? Everybody is white. First of all, when we just go in, the looks that we got from other parents, we're like, yo, what are they doing here type of look. Because where we live is a super Trump Make America Great Again 2020. Super. Right? And when we look on that, I say, yo, my heart was broken because my son already have faced this shit as a 3-year-old. Yeah? You see this? I serve this country. A lot of these people, their parents probably don't even serve. They probably don't have nobody that ever fight for this country or do whatever. You know what I mean? But yet still, I'm putting on this uniform, sacrificing my life on the line if I should get sent overseas. And my pitney fear face this just because I'm black. You know what I mean? And my heart was so broken when me tell her, if I could have cried, I would have cried, but out of anger. Because where them look up in here if you know, oh, I don't like him. And the brother response, I guess he was trying to cover up the tracks by saying, you know, black kids are fun. But where do you get that from? If you not talk about in your household, if you say black kids are fun. You know, like clearly there's some talking going on, and you know, them picking up here and there from them parents' conversations to be able to say something like that. Yes, him try to cover for his sister, but again, black kids are fun and we're no different. You know what I mean? And the parent did not say anything. He was right there. You know? So I took my child home. I felt bad because one again he was upset because he never wanted to leave the park. MJ is so friendly. He will run and play with Pitney all the time. You know what I mean? But him mother experienced it, I experienced it. MJ got to be at the park like a solid 40 minutes before anybody try to play with him. You know, nobody would want to play with MJ. And it break my heart if you know some little boy have to go through this. Him not understand. And when you bring him to the park, you have to be like, oh, MJ, come. You know, calling him from playing with other kids. Because one, sometimes the pit name just rude and I don't want to play with him at all. Two, he will go play with your children them, and then parents take them to the side. The parents will call them and take them to the side. And this has been happening before COVID. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be a thing where even just before I go into the park, I'm considering if I should bring my gun with me. Right? Because just in case somebody wants to be stupid and say some shit and attack me and my like a black Pitney, me can defend me and him. Right? So it shouldn't be like that. Me if you consider if I want to bring a weapon to take my son to the park. You know, like literally took me like 5 minutes to decide if I wanted to bring it and leave it in the car, just in case. I left it home, but fear. You know, especially as somebody that serves this country. You know, out of this uniform, I'm nobody. I'm just like George Floyd. Everybody else. Out of this uniform, I'm just another black man. You know, and it breaks my heart. You know. But this is America. This is America. And they don't like we. And we make this country great. If they want to make America great, they need for free black people. We're not free. Slavery is over, but we're not free. Just by the color of our skin. Nobody don't like we. But this, a power. Yeah? Power. But that little girl, I hope she will get some good grooming and can grow up properly. You know? But yeah. Just heartbreaking as a parent, you know?